What on earth happened? I'm not sure what happened there. Everything was fine a minute ago. Here we are, live stream. Hello again. Hello again indeed. I do apologise, everyone. I think my internet cut out for a second. Must be with all the hype, everybody online streaming and everything like that. Alright, let me just share the stream in the relevant places. Why not, eh? Well, that's interesting. Does the Dovetail Discord have a self-promo section? You know what? I don't think I can see one. Okay, no worries. I've shared it in Richie's and I'm sure a few might pop along, so off we go. Right. Now, where were we? Oh yes, Pennsylvania run out of Euston. Back to what I was saying, I wouldn't mind a pacer for GDR route. Oh yes, definitely. Hello Alex Transport Games, welcome to the stream. I don't think it is correct era to be happy, but you never mind. You never, sorry, you never know. Oh, I can't get my words right tonight. I'm so sorry, everyone. Normally I wouldn't stream if I'm tired, but things happen. Good evening, Eagle Drio. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having a wonderful evening. We are driving Train Small 5's Deluxe Loco on the Train Small 5 launch route because we are now chatting about Train Small 6. What is everybody excited for? How is everybody doing? And what are you all liking the most out of those Train Small 6 features that we're getting? Me personally, Cross Country Voyager. Yeah, that's the right one, not Virgin Voyager, Cross Country. Station announcements, absolutely love that. Great Western Route, oh, I love it. I want to drive the Riveria line now. I do not blame you. And yes, before our other stream crashed, we did have Dovetail Games Jan, I think it was, that came in. And that was amazing. Good morning, Melbourne Train Guy. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having a wonderful evening. Morning. Sorry, you're coming from Australia. I do apologise. But yeah, oh wow, I've had a very eventful day. Oh, hasn't been the most easiest last few days, if I'm being honest. But we're doing fine. We're doing fine. But yes, I have to give thanks to the Train Sim World channel for popping into that stream that unfortunately crashed there for a moment. That was very kind of them for popping in and showing in some support. It was very kind of them. In fact, I think that's the first time that's ever happened on this channel. So yeah. Really shocked about that. I suppose we are still getting a little bit of a expect the unexpected going on at the moment, which, well, to be fair, they definitely got me on that one. I predicted that we were getting some sort of East Coast mainline stuff. That instead did not happen, and we are lagging like crazy. Oh dear. Let me just figure out why, maybe? We are catching up to that Rex Railways train, that's why. But, yeah. Train small servers are packed. Yeah, they are. Shame no East Coast Mainline, but maybe a future DLC. I wanted to talk about that in tonight's stream as we pass through Rex Railways. I will not lie, the predictions I made only, and that was I predicted a Rugby to Crewe route. Half of that prediction came true because I said it would go via Birmingham or the other way, and the other part that came true was the Voyager, but I wasn't actually expecting it to come true. I was more expecting along the lines of the East Coast Main Line. So not only did it catch me off guard, but Northern's a bit lost, but it was quite a fantastic stream. Train Small 6 was just Train Small 6 was such a letdown. I suppose that depends on point of view, but in my point of view, I would definitely say Train Small 6 is going to be a good one this year. It didn't have everything that everybody hoped for. I mean, a lot of people were hoping for excuse me, the Southwestern Main Line, which, to be fair, even I was thinking we were getting the Southwestern Main Line at some point, and had that have been a reality, you know, the Voyager would have made sense. But then, you know, they did say expect the unexpected, and everybody was expecting Southwestern Main Line to be announced, and so the tagline just makes it it kind of makes it that kind of nice, you know. Hey Rex, just proves you can't please everyone, lol. Yeah, I suppose. Also, they are focusing far too much on German routes and trains to compete with SimRail. Interesting revelation there. I mean, they're just broadening the horizons. There's nothing wrong with that. I get we all wanted to see a lot of UK routes get announced in the Take a Ticket session, but we all have to remember there are other countries out there other than the UK, USA and Germany, and we got 2 brand new countries announced, along with the Tadami line with more pictures shared and everything like that. It's amazing. Oh, Trans-Pennine Express. And I'll be honest with you, though I was a bit disappointed that only one of my predictions came true, at least one of them came true. Birmingham to Crewe is nice, just not needed. I understand that. I know that everyone's going to have their own different opinions on Train 6. Some people are going to be happy, some people are going to be absolutely angry, some people are going to be not bothered, some people are just going to be upset because what they predicted didn't come, and I get that. I get those emotions. I'm feeling some of those emotions right now, but we all have to remember that you know, we can't have everything, and we got to give hats off to the devs that they've done a fantastic job. Shame there was a leak, but had there not have been a leak, I think we would have been a lot more excited, but that's just my point of view. Crewe to Birmingham will be good if ATS expand Manchester Airport to Crewe. I'd imagine they might. We'll link Cross City to Manchester in a way. That would make sense if they did so. Probably explain why we didn't get Manchester Piccadilly to Crewe via Manchester Airport, which could have been its original idea, but then they thought, oh, maybe we could chop it to Alderley Edge, wait a bit until something gets announced, as we all know now, and then go, oh, by the way, MSE's getting extended now, which is Manchester Airport Commuter. We don't know. This is just a bit of speculation here. They might extend it, they might not, they might leave it as it is. One thing I will do say though is that I don't think Train Small 6 is a letdown per se. I just think we have to remember that there are other countries or other places that need exploring, and we just can't explore the UK all the time. However, what I will say though is the Great Western Express route that we're going to be getting now, along with the Great Western Express remaster, is going to be fantastic. Sorry, Riviera line. As you can probably tell, I'm quite tired, so I might not say everything right. But yeah, Manchester Airport's file name is Crew Manchester Pack and DLC files. You see, I'm not on PC, I'm on PlayStation 5, so I don't think I would have known that even if I tried. Hello, Lady Fairy. Welcome back to the stream. But we might be able to drive from London to Carlisle in one go. Yeah, you're right. One thing we can all agree on, we are not happy about spending our money. But I won't lie, the prices are a bit up from last year, but only by a bit. I was expecting there to be some price to it, and I understand some people are not happy with prices. That will always happen. I think one thing I will say though is that I am definitely going to buy it. I'm going to buy the deluxe edition. Yes, I know it's $64.99 coming out of my pot, but I think it's going to be worth it. And I'm hopefully going to showcase in the 5 days early access as well. So if a few of you are sat on the fence thinking, don't know, you can always pop to my streams, to the Ambassador streams. Richie's a good one to pop to. Mega Sim, you know, British Ace, all them other ones, they're good ones to pop to. And of course, the free starter pack's always there. Interrupted by the Northern 350. Yeah, Rex, just to add, when you download it says Crew to Manchester on MSC. That is true, it does. Money is an issue, it's more it's worth what they are asking. Fair play, fair play. I understand everyone has their different point of views, and I'm one of these people where I just respect it. I don't know, I think Transmo 6 is worth it and sort of better than Transmo 5, especially in the new features. I think the fact that we're getting announcements and the fact that we're getting unpredictable events, that is cool. You gotta hand it to them, that is cool. We don't know what the announcements might sound like. I mean, we got a little preview of what it could be like, but it's gonna be nice. I wish they would add an Irish route for once, considering the rest of the UK is in Trent mode and TSC. I don't understand why a Northern Irish route has never been made, even from the community. I'm not too sure either. But putting a route in Northern Ireland would be nice. I would like that. A Northern Irish route, especially with the stock that they've got, and their stations as well. That would be fantastic. Same, I'm going to get Deluxe 2, yeah. Announcement though is exciting, of course. Everyone must buy Transmo 6. Well, not everyone has to if they don't want to. It's more of an optional choice. If you want to stick with Transmo 5, you can do. But you're gonna miss out on the new routes, the new features, and everything else that's gonna come with it. So you're gonna end up eventually buying Transmo 6. And even if you want to buy it on a sale, then that's up to you. What I will say though is that it's going to be great for me this time around, because the last time I started off a new game in the Transmo franchise, I was on PlayStation 4, and unfortunately I had a lot of crashes trying to play Transmo 5 in the 5 days early access. This time around, I'm thankfully on PlayStation 5, so I will be able to have a full-on experience of the new game now, and I'm quite lucky for that. So I'm definitely going to be looking forward to Train Smud 6, without a doubt. Definitely going to be looking forward to it. I'm definitely getting Train Smud 6. Up to, yeah, fantastic, overhyped. It's great we not had UK route in ages with level crossings. To be fair, you are correct on that one. Probably license, yeah. Do you think the 805 Avera will layer on here when it's out? Do you know, that's an interesting question. It might. It would make sense if it does, because the 805s do run on here in real life, but you'd hope that the time periods would match, if you get my meaning. Maybe the 805 is for this route, but not the Birmingham route, because, well, Birmingham to Crewe. Because isn't Birmingham to Crewe set in 2019 or something? I do distinctively remember them specifying a year, and I think it was 2019. And back then, I don't think we had 805s in 2019. So it might. So the 805 might just be for this route. Yeah, it's 2019 for that. Thanks very much, Ethan, for that. Thanks very much, because I wasn't too sure myself. So the 805 might just be for this route, or there could be something more further down the line. We don't know. We don't know. And the UK route has plenty of level crossings. You sure are right. It was Avanti Voyagers then. Might have been, yes. What I will do say though is that if you are new here, please do make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. We're going to be going let's try again. We're going to be going all the way up to Milton Keynes Central, and then we're going to hop to another route. And once we finish with that route, we will call it a night. Do a flyby though, why not? I mean, after all, once we get the cross-country Voyager in game, you know for a fact somebody's going to create an Avanti Voyager out of it, so it's going to happen. Creators Club is fantastic for that job. So when Train Smud 6 comes out and the 805 comes out, we'll then have 801/1, 801/2, we'll have the 803, 9-car and 5-car variant, and then we'll have the 805. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. Then all we'd need after that is the 802 from Trans-Pennine Express, an 803 from Lumo. I don't know if there's an 804, but oh well, we should do a 24 hours live stream. I don't think I'll be able to. Definitely going to be a Virgin Voyager made. Anybody who makes a Virgin Voyager, I'm definitely downloading that. Just as a pre-warning. The Voyager, that will be awesome indeed. It's the 220 if anybody was wondering. So it's the 4-car version, I do believe, because the 221 is the 5-car. I hope I'm correct. If I'm confusing this, do let me know, because it's like near 9:30 at night and I've only had 5 hours sleep from last night, so if I get anything wrong, just let me know. I'd rather people tell me. Formation designer would be cool for Voyagers. Hopefully they allow the Voyagers to be like yeah, I think you know what I'm trying to say, but because I'm quite tired, I'm just not finding the words. Let me try again. Hopefully Formation Designer allows us to extend the Voyager by 1 car, so then we can make a 221 version. That would be really nice. I find it weird how the whole West Coast Main Line is being made in 2 different timelines, present day and the 80s, so doing a full run will be weird. Do you like a bit on this route? Now and again, but because I'm on PS5, the lag spikes weren't as bad as what PS4s were. On PC I call this a laggy mess. No bother then, no worries, that's okay. I have seen Southwestern streams on PC, and Southwestern's does lag a bit. Hello Rex, can you see me aloud because you're not reading my comments? I do apologise. 810, oh yes. Who exactly for Train Smut 6? Yes, same. Right, I got you. Hi Rex. I'm terribly sorry, Nod Wars. Hello again, Rex. Hello, Southwestern. I'm back. Welcome to Tyler Trains. That was my fault, Nod Wars. Can't wait for the 805. Also, HTIETs. You think the 805 will be an add-on train? Definitely. I think it'll add on to this route because I can't really see it being added to the Birmingham to Crewe route. It makes me sad. I'm very sorry. I am quite tired. I wish the West Coast Main Line and GWR will extend. To be fair, what we're getting sounds pretty decent enough. I will say that. Oh, speeding a bit. I have been speeding a tiny bit through this. But like I said, everyone's entitled to their own opinions here. You know, everybody has their own say, and I will respect that. I'm so ready to 30th September and go on the Class 220, definitely. Though if you get the deluxe edition, you'll have 5 days early access along with the special edition. The only one that you don't get 5 days early access with is the standard edition. You won't get 5 days early access with free starter pack either. The only ones you get 5 days early access with is deluxe and special only. Just thought I'd clear that up. I would hope LNWR branding will come at some point. We'll just make it more realistic, and if they did that, and it would be cool to see a 730, but it would depend on different things. It would. So no was. With deluxe you get 5 daily access, same with special. Yes. I was going to get GWR, but now I'm getting deluxe because man, I can't miss out on the 220. Definitely not. You wouldn't want to miss out on that hype. That's for sure. With the new route, might be a good idea to add a GWR steam loco like a Castle Hall Manor, etc. Oh, that'd be nice. Standard. Got ya. I feel like if you pre-order, you should get pre-access anyways. That's a fair point of view. That is a fair point of view. Can we do a 350 next, please? We certainly can. Guarding or driving? And who knows, a third attempt, Rex, maybe they finally nailed the 150 third time, lol. They may. I'm not sure we have train announcements. Not on this, but in Train Smut 6 we will. Is anyone else bothered by the fact there isn't a Class 221? Doesn't really trigger me because it's only just the 5-car variant of the 220. Hopefully we will have it at some point though. No, only thing missing is the tilt. True. On the slow. I don't like how the train announcements sound. Still better than none. True. I think it might have just been a little preview. If it does come out like that, then fair, because you know that they might be copyrighted and they might have had to make their own version, which then I would understand that. But it's better than having nothing at all, which we have had until Train Smut 6 on September 30th, September 25 for some. I would like a 221, but not the end of the world anyways. A chance for a DLC. Indeed. From Milton Keynes. Okay, we can do that. Just making sure I'm reading every comment. Don't think the SDML actually goes fast enough for the 220 to tilt, lol. Fair enough. They should come as a package. They're going to make us pay £15 for 2 identical trains. In that case, it is quite scummy. I don't think it's quite scummy. The 220 and the 221 are respectively two different trains, even though they look very similar. They have both trains have different functionalities, but on similar basis. And with the 221 being 5-car and the 220 being 4-car, there is more to the 221 respectively than there is to the 220. So, there you go. Is the announcement only for new routes? I'm not too sure on that one. I think we'll know more towards the time, if you get my meaning. So I won't quote on that one because, well, I don't really know. What do you prefer, 390 or Voyager? Definitely Voyager. The 390 is very nice, but the Voyager, yeah. Oh, sorry. It wins for me. The 390 is okay, but the Voyager does win for me. I think it's because where I live, which is near the East Coast Main Line, I see Voyagers a lot and I don't see 390s a lot. So I think I've taken a biased favour to the Voyagers. 221 has a whole new carriage too. Yeah, sure does. I like the 221 bogies better than the 220. Fair enough. There is some differences between the 220 and the 221, yeah, definitely. Can't wait to drive the 802. That's going to be fun. Both the 9-car and the 5-car variant. If there weren't differences, it would be the 220 / whatsoever SI a 5-car. Yeah, Voyager's clear, diesel. Yeah, 220 overtook the 390 hype. I think it will. Yes, that's right, Rex. Max said they're not being backported to older routes. Thanks very much for the confirmation there, Soph. Well, Lady Fairy, but yeah. Also, my cat is watching Rex. Oh, thanks, Southwestern. Hello, Southwestern's cat. Love Voyager, especially them pulling out of Durham. Oh, yeah. Oh, cool. How is the cat? Hopefully the cat as well. I'll do anything for a Class 185 DLC. I am with you on that one. I would love there to be a Class 185. 185 is amazing. I know we have 802s now, but back then the 805s were like peak. If you got to travel first class in a 185, sorry, not 805, 185, it was nice. I like your content. Thank you so much, Tyler Trends. If any of you are new here and you haven't already, please do make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. It would help me out a ton, and I'm working my way to 500 subscribers, and your support would help me out so much. So if you haven't already, please do go over there, hit the like and hit subscribe. Do Voyagers roar like sprinters? It would be best if you looked up a YouTube video on Voyagers, Soph. That would help you maybe get in an insight of how Voyagers sound. 150/1 would be nice. Yeah, they would be nice. Voyagers are very loud, don't worry. Oh, I know they're very loud. I've been on them. I've been on both 220s and 221s in the past. I even remember when Virgin trains had them. And back then they were called Virgin Voyager services. Show my age now. 185s are still way more comfortable to 802s to travel on. That is true, that is true. Oh lol, thanks. It's just one UK train I don't know a lot about. That's fair enough. Now say goodbye to old train and bring the new trains, lol. Well, it will happen one day. I used to have a model Virgin Voyager on electric track as a child. That's awesome! I think I went on once, lol. Maybe, you might have. Just depends. And we are here at Milton Keynes Central. Hooray for the Voyager, finally coming to Train SimWorld. Indeed, I will eat you, and welcome to the stream too. I remember when 185s used to run across the ECML past Durham. Yes, because they used to do Newcastle to Leeds services, if I remember rightly. I could be wrong. I might message my parents, see if they will buy me Train 16 a few days before early access. Maybe Deluxe. Oh, interesting, interesting. They should add a cross-country HST for an extra layer on the Riviera line. Oh, that would be nice. Also, Rex, you're in luck. Motvaka has come to watch LOL. Aww. Have you played FC25 or any FIFA game? And what game was it if you have played one? I haven't played any FIFA. Sorry. I'm not really into football. Oh, there we go. That's fantastic graphics. But, and I a bit sad we're not getting a 185. Yeah, but you never know. Somewhere down the line in Train Tumult's history, we'll get one. You never know. I can't say for certain because I genuinely don't know. But you never know. Right, so let's do... Because we want to do it from Milton Keynes Central, don't we? Let's do 2K12 Milton Keynes Central to London Euston. Same, it took until 2022 for a 185 to be added to TSC. Indeed. And obviously IETs, it's fine, yeah. I'd love the cross-country 43 last HST I went on. Lovely. I think the last HST I went on was London North Eastern Railway, because obviously they rebranded them from Virgin Trains East Coast to LNER, and then the 800s came along and that was it, basically. Right, 2K12 Milton Keynes Central to London Euston. Let's go. Right, safety systems first, everyone. That's how we roll. Yeah, it's normal. Wonderful. Make sure the tail lights are off. Yep. Register our GSMR. We'll just confirm deregister and do it again. 2K12. There we go. Alan T-Sim is now a developer for Train Sim World, and they made the 185 for Train Sim Classic, so you never know. You're right. You're right, that did happen. Interesting how it's gone off Platform 2 today. Mind you, like, I'm not used to the Gen 9 timetable. It's not been long since I upgraded to PS5. A couple of months ago now. Also, if Richie Rail is still live, I do highly recommend you pop into his stream. That's if he's still live. I think he mentioned he was going till about 10 tonight. So, if you can catch him, I would highly recommend it. And tell him I sent you. The new NJT route has me excited. The ALP45 and the Comet multiple units are perfect. That's good to hear. I won't lie, I'm so hyped for the platform announcements. I know. Instead of just getting what we just had there, we're going to be getting so much more. The 350 was the EMU coming with the bare meter crew, wasn't it? Indeed. Apparently we're going to be getting some different versions, if I remember rightly. Right, let's get a go in. Bletchley next station. I believe there is a London Midland 350. Do you think the 220 Hyper is bigger than the 390 before? Well, I think it is, but then I could be wrong. That could just be my biased opinion. Because a lot of people were hyped for the 390, including myself, so, you know. I think it's just down to opinions and whether or not people think the hype is worth it or not. Hopefully Dovetail Games to do steam engines again. Or at least a third party to it, so we can have an LNER A4 Mallard A1 Tornado. That would be amazing. I wonder if we'll eventually get STO given now getting announcements. We might. Oh, thanks for doing the 350. You are most welcome. Bletchley most famous for Bletchley Park code breaking. Oh, okay. We are 350-114. And our station calling points are Bletchley, Leighton Buzzard, Cheddington, Tring, Berkhamsted, Hemel Hempstead, Apsley, Kings Langley, Watford Junction, Bushy, Harrow Wealdstone, and London Euston. Maybe we'll get different ones of 350 /2 /3, etc. Oh yeah, you never know. You never know. Especially with it being set in 2019. We could have a different version. We never know. Train 5 was like the start of these high-speed trains. I feel like Train 6 will have a lot of new HST. Well, we are going to be getting a HST farewell pack for the GWR remaster, so you never know what might come with that. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's where the German Enigma code broken during war. Ah, right. Where is Signal Buzzer? Signal Buzzer is here. It is also behind you on this panel and behind you on that panel on that side. Will it be free? The free version of Train 6 will only include the training centre. You will be able to upgrade your pre-existing routes that you already own into Train 6, so you won't have to rebuy the routes that you already have bought for Train 5 and previous. The only ones you will have to buy for is the new Train SimWorld 6 routes. Apparently the old LMWR 350s are going to Northern in real life. Really? Oh, I welcome them with open arms then. We've been needing some brand new stock up north for ages, especially considering the fact that Northern relies on sprinters a lot. I don't mind the 156s and the 158s, but they are showing their age. And if I'm being quite honest, I was really hoping that we were going to be getting some sprinters in Train 6, like the 156 or the 158 in Northern. I was really hoping for that. Gosh, money is going to go quick with all these new exciting things. They are a business. They are a company. This is what I expect. But they're not trying to cash grabbers, in my opinion. If people disagree, that's totally fine. Finally, a replacement for the 319s. Indeed, we might have that. Although I do believe they're going to be running around the Manchester area, if any. Because obviously the 323s and such. Rex, you could redesign GWR 150. I could put a Rex Railways livery on the GWR 150, yeah. I've been in the 220s cab before. Oh, lucky. And the 331s and 195s aren't really that good. No, they're not. Not at all. We need a Midland Mainline expansion. That would be nice. Now, if you have the GWR, will the HST be free? The HST farewell pack, I think that will be paid for. If you have... Is my headlights not on? Oh, no! You know what I've forgotten? I've literally run between Milton Keynes and Bletchley with our headlights. That is bad practice. Teas and biscuits with the manager on that one. No, thank you. We'll be getting better announcements from that one. Silly Rex. Yeah, definitely. Okay, it's not 100% that Northern are getting them. They were just tested. Yeah. Well, they will just get scrapped if no one takes them, lol. I think Northern might take them, but just for the Manchester area. Can you say that again? Okay, so the GWR remaster, if you already own Great Western Express and you've bought it in the past, the remaster is free. The HST farewell pack will probably and most likely be a paid for pack. LNWR sacking you in the morning. It is the morning. Good evening, Southern Rex. It's 9:35 in the morning and I've already messed up the job. What am I like? This is why you don't drive when you're tired. Well, hopefully those new CAF that are meant to be coming are good. If LNER gets a good lot, yes. Yeah, don't want that to happen though, because they are my local trains, so it would be better for them to be used. I think Northern livery would look a little odd on a 350. Yeah, but at least then the 350/2s aren't getting scrapped so early before any other trains have, if you get my meaning. Shush, don't tell the manager. I have all the UK routes on Train Sim World. I'm blessed. You are pretty much. That is very lucky of you. Well, it's 21:48 PM, so it is to be expected. Yeah. Plus, I only got 5 hours sleep last night, so I'm on the very tired part. Still streaming, still going strong. Why not? Loads of Pendolinos going by. Got 7 likes on the stream. Thank you ever so much, everyone. And we have 357 subscribers. Thank you so much to the 2 new people that have subscribed in today's stream. I've spent way too much money. Yeah, they are expensive. My advice would be to wait for sales, especially on older Train Sim World routes. Like, say for example, if you want a Train Sim World 2 route, like London to Brighton, if you don't have it already, wait for a sale on that one. I expect that all the new routes that have been announced for the Train Sim World 6, you know, the UK, the US and the German one, I expect them not to be on sale till maybe around about October, November-ish, or even maybe Christmas time, considering the fact that they will be regarded as new. So you would expect Train Sim World 5 routes to go on sale then, Train Sim World 4 to be reduced, along with Train Sim World 3, 2 and Train Sim World 2020. Even trust me, as bad as you might think, 350s and Northern have some majorly outdated trains. Yeah, we do have some majorly outdated trains. Cause the Super Sprinters, which is the 153s and the 155s and the 156s, they were made in the late 80s, early 90s. The 158s were 1983 to 1994, I think. We have the 323, which were made before British Rail collapsed and privatisation came. We have a lot of old stock. I thought Class 91 would have been cool, but hopefully they come at some point. I do hope that as well. That is one of the locals I predicted for a local DLC, and I hoped it would happen, but unfortunately it didn't. But you never know. Somewhere down the line we might have something. Only 17 weeks, Rex. Yeah, Christmas, yeah. My favourite game is Train Simulator Classic. I don't blame you. Train Sim Classic is nice. My local station is Watford High Street. Nice. Oh, and I've just earned a trophy. Didn't know there was still trophies to get, but never mind. They replaced the 323. I will not be a happy person. They'll most likely probably replace the 319s because they have been in operation for a while, and they. Oh well, I think the 319s are replaced anyways, aren't they? If not, it'd be the 333s. Because Northern has 333s as well. But yeah, I want a modern day Leeds to Manchester with an extension to York. Oh, that would be nice. I love the 350s. 350s are a nice unit. I do like them actually. Oh my... What are we doing? That is a massive Nebworth there. Absolute pure oxen no hum. Absolute pure one. That was a massive fail. You know what? At this point, I think I'm getting fired. I am definitely getting fired. Yeah. Do you think we should still keep going, or do you think I should call it a night? I'm clearly showing signs of being tired. More tea and biscuits, indeed. I think the Northern 333s could be replaced, yeah. The new CAF are probably going to replace the 323s. Probably, yeah. Quick, run. Oh, well. It's coming up 10 o'clock anyway, so I could forget it happened, but then I don't think all them passengers on that station will forget it happened. That's for sure. Malted milks. Well, I don't know what to do now. Oh well. I think we'll call it a night. So that is my little discussion about Train Sim 6. Rex, if you feel tired, go to bed. Your health matters indeed. So that was my little chat about Train Sim 6. Some amazing things that came today. It's okay if you agree or don't agree. I'm fine with that. Everybody has their point of views and opinions. What I will say though is thank you for popping into tonight's unplanned and unscheduled stream. I hope you all enjoyed. Please do make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. As always, I've been Rex, and I will see you all when I next stream live. Take care, everyone. Good night, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.